Hola, familia, and welcome to February's full moon workshop. And this is all about handing it over. So, my name is Comadre Cristal, and I'm an intuitive spiritual life coach, spiritual empowerment coach. I'm just here to help you on your healing journey with the tools that help me. And as I share multiple times, the full moon is the energy I really use to help me release whatever's holding me back, whatever's holding me down, whatever I know no longer serves me. And so I use this energy a lot to just hand it over and hand it over to spirit. So if this is your thing, come and join me. And so yeah, we'll start. We'll begin. So let me do a quick recap or a quick outline, more or less, quick outline for you of what to expect. So I will be doing a tarot spread right now, a card pull, just to ask spirit and invite spirit into the conversation about what is it, where is our current energy, what's going on, what is it that spirit is inviting us to release. So we'll talk. We'll see what's coming up, channeled messages throughout that, and then I will invite you into doing a meditation with me, just so then that way we can also really, in a meditative state, narrow down what it is that we need to release. And after that, you hand it over, and we call it a good workshop. All right, so yeah, I think that was my brief introduction. Let's go. So as always, I like to get grounded first because it's important. So I invite you to ground yourself along with me. I like to do the three and threes, but it's more than just breathing. I want you to also imagine. So while you're inhaling for 3 seconds, I want you to imagine as you inhale that you're breathing in love, light, positivity, anything and everything you need to hear, want to hear. Fire and butterflies is what I like to call them. And then when you hold it, I want you to imagine that while you're holding this energy, it's traveling from the top of your head down to the bottom of your feet, to the tips of your fingers. It's just spreading all over your body. And then when you exhale, I want you to imagine that you are exhaling and releasing everything and anything that's holding you down, holding you back, what's just not serving you. And just let all that go. And so, like I said, we'll do that 3 times. I will walk you through it. And yeah, then I'll dive in and start. All right. So, whenever you're ready, go ahead and take a deep breath in. Hold and release. Another deep breath in. Hold and release. Last one, make it count. Deep breath in. Hold and release. All right. So let's see what's going on. Okay. So, this is so interesting. I'm still seeing a lot of inner child. I'm seeing a lot of. I'm also like I'm really also feeling like a lot of confirmation. Like many of you on this collective energy are absolutely healing and doing the work, and your inner child, like you're doing the work. You're doing the work. So this is your confirmation. Um, I'm also being told like there's still some of us that are holding ourselves back from really digging in deep. And it could be out of fear, it could be out of those abandonment wounds, those fear of rejections, because it's interesting that something that's coming up is a part of you is aware that once you really let go or start to heal or start to like heal this wound, you know that there's going to be relationships that are going to have to end. And that's really hard. That's really hard for some people to accept. And it's not, and it's not a bad thing. Like, I think that's the one thing that you need to hear. It's not a bad thing if these relationships don't work out. It's not it's not a failure on your part. It's not because you didn't try hard enough. I truly believe it's their place is done in your chapter, if that makes sense. Another thing that's coming up is also setting those boundaries. Some people don't like when you set boundaries. Okay, throat chakra is getting blocked. And so that's also telling me that it's speaking up for yourself. And so it's that, oh, I don't know, whoever, if you're resonating with this, I feel for you. I so feel for you. That inner child work is hard, especially because you are fighting your voice, and some people don't like it. And so that's causing a lot of confusion of, I thought this was good for me. Why is this not working? Hang in there. I love you. Reach out, put it in the chat. You're not alone. Find your circle. Find these people that you can connect with, because connection is extremely important, especially during these times of healing, during the times of you doing the work and just really setting those boundaries, taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, can get lonely. We're not meant to do this healing journey alone. So really find that connection, because I think that's one thing that spirit is, and I think it's not, I think it's so funny. I always say I think, but it's not that I think. I know spirit really wants you to find this connection. I'm hearing find that connection, because it's really going to help you not feel so isolated. Um, because when you get isolated, that's where your overthinking comes in. That's where you start to overanalyze things. That's when you start to really, like, you're in your head. And so a lot of the depression, a lot of the anxiety, a lot of the questioning. Yeah, I can see how it's exhausting. So this was the so this right here is absolutely a lot of the energy I'm feeling right now with this full moon for the collective's energy. So I have a split. I have a split of, actually not even a split. I really do feel like the majority, everyone in the collective energy, all of the collective energy is that confirmation of you are doing the healing, you are doing the work. It's also that that, not that reminder, but it's also that second part to it of, and you're starting to see the not so good parts of it. And so it's getting scary and lonely. I feel you. I so feel you. Anyways, so let's ask spirit. What is the one thing that spirit really wants us to focus on releasing? O- Okay. So that popped out. Okay. Sorry, I laughed because of the connection I was talking about. Anyways, you'll see. So we got the star with the two of cups underneath the deck. So it's that connection I was talking about. So here's the blockage that spirit really wants you to focus on with this full moon of releasing. And that is your self doubt. That is your inability to see yourself for who you truly are. Imposter syndrome absolutely is a big one that I'm seeing there. The overanalyzer, I'm absolutely seeing there. It's the very, very specific here. It's you are not seeing your worth. It's time. It's time. You need to start seeing that worth. You need to start seeing that worth. Because right now, so with the star that came up as the blockage, it's that telling me you are the star. So why are you not seeing that? You are changing. Why are you not seeing that? And actually, no, I just heard it. It's not that you're not seeing that you're changing, you're seeing it, but it's scaring you, or it's almost, you're like, there's also this part of you the the skeptical part of you that's also questioning it, like, is this really, like, am I really healing? Am I really doing this? Did that just happen? I see a lot of that, but there is this transformation. um Embrace it. Embrace the change. Embrace the newness that are happening. There's opportunities that are coming your way. There's all of these great things, and yet you stop yourself. It's like y- you don't believe in it. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe it's possible. Like, it's like I really do see a lot of self-sabotaging behavior. And a lot of self-sabotaging behavior comes from not feeling worthy. And so, oh, yeah, it's so funny. I look down and I see butterflies. And my theme of Love Your Not Comadre is butterflies. So I love that. But that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say the caterpillar that's over here looking up to the butterfly saying, when is it going to be my turn? And so that's what I'm also seeing. It's like you're seeing all of these people around you changing. You're seeing all the transformation, and you feel like you're the caterpillar. And here's the thing, maybe you are the caterpillar, but that doesn't mean you're going to stay the caterpillar forever. Have faith, trust the process. If you feel it's time to go into your cocoon phase, go into your cocoon phase. You're the one stopping yourself from going into your cocoon phase because you're so busy staring at everyone changing and transforming, and you're just like, dude, when is it gonna be my turn? You gotta make that first step. Oh, okay, that was very, very, like, specific, so I love you. um so the and with the two of cups underneath the deck, it's that, in again, that invitation and that reminder and that importance of connection. You need connection to go through this. You are not, I say this so many times, and I'll say it as many times as I have to. Healing is not meant to be done alone. Living is not meant to be done alone. We are all human. Human. It, it starts from the very beginning. I mean, there's so many studies that show, there's so many things that show just how much a baby can grow and can receive just off the touch of another human. Of course, it gets a lot more from the touch of its mother, but a child, a baby can just another human contact. A neglect can cause so much trauma. And so you're not meant to do this alone. Like, if you are having a hard time opening up to receive love, if you are having a hard time opening up to give love or to reciprocate love or to, like, just again receive love, those are the wounds you got to start working on. Those are the stuff you got to start digging into. Why are you having a hard time trusting people? Why are you having a hard time believing people love you? Or have a hard time believing that you are okay, very, again, very specific. Why are you having a hard time believing that you are lovable? Why are you having a hard time believing that you are love? That you're deserving, that you are worthy. Like, comadre, compadre, comextre. Oh my goodness. This is a lot. You are this butterfly. You are this butterfly right here. Actually, all of you. You're all this amazing butterfly. It's like that, and that here's the thing. Every single butterfly is so different, so unique. There's not one butterfly that looks like the other. So like, that is, everyone is on their own path. Everyone's unique, everyone's different. You're not the caterpillar. I mean, you are if that's how you feel, but you don't have to be the caterpillar forever. You have a choice here. And spirit is inviting you. Start looking at why you don't believe in yourself. Why don't you believe you are capable of it? Why don't you, if you have this goal that you want to create, okay, so because this is the full moon energy, if you have this goal you want to manifest, this isn't about manifesting. This is about releasing because you have to release the doubt in order for you to be able to manifest. I say I talk about this a lot in my program of unlocking your inner comadre of we have to heal those wounds in order to feel worthy. Manifestations do not work if you're not healed. I will say that one more time. Your manifestations will not work if you are not healing. In the first, and I will want to, I do want to go back and say, I said healed at first, like past tense, but I want to retract that because we're never done healing. Like it's a constant ongoing battle, but you have to heal like a one wound at a time. And because I mean, you can try to heal all the wounds, but it's not a good idea. So, anyways, I really do see this like spirit is wanting to invite you to use this full moon to invite your ego in to have a conversation about why are you holding yourself back? Why do you not believe in yourself? Why are why are you not seeing your worth, seeing your value? That right there is what you got to work through in order to manifest the life and the dreams and everything you want because you can have it. You just it's those wounds. We got to work through those wounds. And everyone's wounds are very different. So I think this is again, remember this is a collective reading and collective. So if you're interested on a one-on-one, you have access to my website, but you got to look at those wounds. All right. So let's ask spirit. Um, what tools can you ask to learn or tools that you already have that could help you on this release? What tools? What can you what do you have? Two of Cups stayed under the deck, by the way. And we got the Magician with the Six of Pentacles. Oh, Spirit, you're funny. Okay. So Spirit is saying that your tools are number one tool, you, the magician. You are your own tool. You have the ability to go within. You are the magician of your life. All you have to do is gain and learn all the tools and figure this out. And the one of the tools is asking for help. The Six of Pentacles is all about redistribution. You don't have to do this alone. I don't know how else to get you to hear me. Spirit is just adamant. You don't have to do this alone. That is a tool you have that you get to be the student and also the teacher because students also teach the teachers, by the way. Like it's a beautiful relationship. A student teacher relationship, a very healthy student teacher relationship is a very beautiful thing because the more the student learns, the teacher's also learning alongside with them. Um, and so you are your own teacher and you are also your own student. And so be able to ask for help. Go to other people that you look up to, someone else like you're like, I need help with this. I very again, very specific. I've seen you grow. I've seen you do your thing. I want this. I Can you help me? And it'll happen. It'll absolutely happen. And again, that Two of Cups underneath the deck. It's all about that connection. It's all about that connection. Find your tribe, find your circle, find your familia. Is literally what I call it in my program, your familia. Find your familia. Surround yourself with your familia. Do not go into feeling like you have to do this alone. Comadre, compadre, comexdre, please hear me when I say you don't have to do this alone. Um, because when the more you do it alone, it's all again, you're self-sabotaging it. Doing it in a group or asking for help or having someone to walk alongside you, they're the ones who hold you accountable. So they'll call you out on your self-sabotaging behaviors. They'll call you out on these things, and that's why it's just a soul family. Um, I'm a spiritual life coach. I'm a spiritual empowerment coach. This is what I do. I will walk alongside you. So you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm here for you. 100%. If you don't know if you're coming across this video, or you're checking it out or something happens and you're just like, "Oh, like it's resonating. I don't know what to do. Like I know I feel like this caterpillar and I want to be that butterfly." I promise you. I can make it happen. But you have to ask for help and you have to do it. You can't do this alone. Wow, I did not think that the tool was going to be me trying to do a sales pitch. I love you no matter what. Okay. But yeah, like remember that. That's your tool. You are the tool. You are the magician. You are the magician of your life. You can make it happen. Um, I always like to ask spirit for words of encouragement or any words of advice because again, after like a very hard truth, it's always nice to hear some sort of encouragement because asking for help, I'm not gonna lie, is already hard enough for me. And I've been doing some of the work and I still have a hard time asking for help. So I'm also saying all of this with a grain of salt because it's hard. So let's ask spirit for words of encouragement. Um, what words of encouragement are there? Words of encouragement. Okay, you guys. I love that I have this recorded and I love that I don't go back and edit my videos in case you ever noticed that because the 2 of cups is stayed on the bottom of the deck. You are seeing how I am shuffling these cards like I'm tripping myself out. Anyways, 2 of cups stayed under the deck. Okay, we got the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. 2 suits. That's interesting. All right, so the Knight of Swords is the escape plan. The Queen of Pentacles is the throne of sanctuary. Along with, again, we got the 2 of Cups that stayed under the deck. It's all about that connection, all about those emotions. Okay, so here's your words of encouragement. I see you going. I see you going nonstop. You're not a quitter. You always go. You keep going. You keep going. You keep going. Um, Sometimes it is a little too fast. Sometimes there's times where you have absolutely made decisions without thinking them through or or the opposite, you made a decision after over analyzing every single thing. It's so funny because those are literally the two opposites, but it is that you're through all of it you're being seen. Spirit sees you. And spirit also sees you have always done this because you want to make a difference. You want to create change. You want to stir shit up. You want to, because that's who you are. Like there's this part of you that questions like, why are we doing this? Like what's going on? Um, you got to go within. You have to go within. Spirit wants you to come back home. It's literally because the Queen of Pentacles is that throne of sanctuary. It is that home body. It is that coming back home feeling. I'm not telling you Spirit wants you to go, but if you're not living at home and like, no, 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 no. I am saying come back to within, come back to the divine. If you have been feeling disconnected from spirit, if you have been feeling disconnected from source, if you have been feeling disconnected from your body, if you have been feeling disconnected from yourself, ooh, better question. If you have been questioning who you are, spirit is giving you that sweet reminder that spirit's always been there. All you got to go is go back home. You're not a spirit has not left you, has not abandoned you. Your inner comadre, your inner compadre, your inner comextre, your intuition, your higher self, that is your divine connection. That is your divine connection. It's time to go back. It's time to go within. I promise you, the more you go through these traumas, the more you go through these wounds and try healing and work on healing them, the more you do this, the more you tap into your intuition, the more you tap into divine connection. Spirit just wants you to tap in. Find find your soul tribe. Find the people who are meant to connect with in a deeper level. Find them. Ask them for help and come back home. Because the Queen of Pentacles is all about that sanctuary. It's all about building it. You get to build it. I laugh because I that's how I define healing. Like healing, like for me, healing has been building a foundation and putting up the walls and putting up the roof. And like it's like foundation after foundation after foundation. Like I'm like we're building something. So spirit really wants to remind you, hey, I've always been here and I'll be here as long as it takes. Because I'm also saying like be compassionate towards yourself. It's gonna take time. Um, mm, I love that. I love that. Oh God, this was so beautiful. All of this was so beautiful. So, um, that now this is going to be the invitation where we're going to go through a very small mini guided meditation so I can help you process this, really get you to also see what it is that you have to, for you individually, what it is that you have to let go of in order to bring in the new for the next moon phase. But for we get there's a lot of releasing we got to do here. But everyone again, collective energy. So you got to figure out what you got to release. Um, so yeah, so you can hit pause here, get something to drink, relax, get your candle. Because if you haven't done a workshop with me, I like to do guided meditation through either one, your imagination. If you're anything like me, where in the beginning your imagination was not very clear because blockages, I used a candle. So I also invite you to grab a candle so you can focus on the candle as I walk you through this guided meditation. It's everyone's different. Again, it it's what resonates for you. Do what you feel called to do. And so, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to hit pause too because I need to get some water and then we'll begin. Okay. So, I'm going to invite you to ground yourself again. We'll do the 3, 3, and 3. Same. Breathe in, imagine, all of that. I will walk you through that. Now, again, everyone's different. If you are being called to journal and write down your answers, do that. If you feel like you need to go into a meditative state and just answer your questions out loud, do that. If you need to just have this whole conversation in your head, do that. There's no right or wrong way to doing it, to be very honest and frank. What I do, for me, what really helps me and what really works for me is I have to get it out of my body. So I like to write it. I like to say it out loud. I like to put it out to the universe. Because that's how I hand it over. I have a hard time, me personally, again, I have a hard time with saying it in my head because again, I feel like that's where I'm not using my throat chakra or I'm not using my ability to just get it out of my body to hand it over to spirit. So that's why that one again, but that's me. Not everyone's me. Do you? Do you, boo? Okay. So, whenever you're ready, go ahead and take a deep breath in. All the way in. Hold. Let that travel. And release. And let that go. Another deep breath in. All the way in. Hold. Let that travel. And release. Let that go. Last one, make it count. Deep breath in. All the way in, all the way to the top. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And let it go. I want you to imagine or look at your flame, and I want you to imagine a big bonfire right in front of you. The biggest, the beautiful, most beautiful, whatever bonfire it is. I want you to imagine it. Can you see the colors, the flickering? I want you to try to and see all of this in your third eye. Can you smell the flame? Can you feel the heat? Can you taste the air? Taking it all in. Just take in this flame because this flame, this bonfire, that's your flame. This is what's inside of you. So if you need to add more of something to make it a little bit stronger, go ahead and do that. If you feel like it's too strong and you need to just take a little bit off, take a little bit off. It's okay. It's your flame. Now, I want you to imagine that from this flame bonfire, the most beautiful butterfly comes up from the flame. Beautiful butterfly just fluttering towards you, leaving a beautiful glow behind it. And as the butterfly reaches you, it goes from the top of your head, lands, and as that lands, it leaves the veil of protection over you. And this protection travels from the top of your head, down your face, down your neck, down your back, down your arms, hands, fingers, down your chest, down your stomach, down your legs, down to your feet, down to your toes. As you're wrapped around this energy, the butterfly just takes it all the negativity, takes all the worries, takes all the stress, all of it, just takes it, just sucks it out of you and transmutes it into love, into more butterflies, sends it to the sky, sends it down to the earth. Just sit with that for a minute. Let the butterfly do its thing. As the butterfly does its thing, I want you to think about your blocks. What is stopping you from being the best version of yourself? What is holding you back? Why are you having such a hard time seeing who you truly are? Can you see your magic? Can you see the people around you that love you? Can you see those options coming for more help along the way? What emotions are coming up? Are you scared? Are you sad? Are you excited? Are you numb? Are you overwhelmed? Overstimulated? What of all the emotions, what is one emotion that you don't want to carry anymore? You're done. This emotion is not serving you. It's not worth it anymore. And this is the emotion that the butterfly is going to take back with it into the flame. Another deep breath in with me. Take a deep breath in, all the way in. Hold and let it go. The butterfly is now done. It takes all of energy. Now it's giving you protection. Imagine this energy, the protection, the veil spreading around you, your space, spreading out your living area, your living space, out to where you're at, however far you want this energy to expand. As it's expanding, the butterfly is flying back into the flame, to the fire, taking whatever emotion you gave it, whatever stress, whatever word, whatever it was that you gave the butterfly, it's taking it. Going back to the flame. I want you to sit there, just breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And slowly start wiggling your toes, wiggling your legs, your back, your arms. Come back. You can open your eyes, look up from your flame. Welcome back. Oh, that one was a good one. That was good. Please tell me in the comments, how was this meditation? I I love, or especially for those of you who work with me and know, like, shoot me a message. I love when I just because I don't do these live. I do these recorded. So it's I yeah. Anyways, that's my ego asking for confirmation, y'all. All right. So, as always, I'm going to give you a little bit of a to-do thing, so make sure you do this, or if you want to, again, take what you like, leave the rest. But I want you to go and write a letter, either write a letter to yourself, or write a letter to God, or write a letter to the hurt you, whatever you're feeling called to. Um, oh, okay. I'm also hearing, like, write a letter to, if you, very specific, if there is someone that you have, like, who hurt you and you're holding on to that, and you're feeling like that is stopping you from leveling up, that resentment is what I'm trying to say. um Write a letter to them, write a letter to them talking about everything that's coming up, why you got to let this go, why you got to let it be, like, why, bless them, change me. Bless them, change me. So write this letter, just put it all out there, put it all to the universe, what, just everything you want to let go of, everything that, don't hold back. Write it all out. And when you're done, hand it over to spirit. So that could look different for everyone. Either put it in a God box, put it in a God jar. I like to use the four elements. So either burn it, bury it, rip it up, and throw it in the water, or throw it into the air. Whatever you feel called to do. Um, but yeah, hand it over. Hand it over. This new moon is a perfect moon to just be able to let go and release those emotions that are not serving you, especially if they're coming from your past, especially if they're coming from those wounds. So, thank you. Thank you so much for participating in this workshop. Don't forget, this is a donation-based workshop, and I truly appreciate any donations that are sent my way. I can't do this without you. And so you help me, I help you. It's so funny. I actually heard that from someone else, and I was like, that's so true. It's a reciprocation. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And may all of your donations be returned to you 10 times. Um, I love you all. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And with all of this, I am sending you all so much fire and butterflies. And as always, don't forget, love your now. Bye.